commissioners are present with the exception of alternate Commissioner Adam Ballard, who has resigned. Brent Myers will be recusing himself once we get to item number 4 on the list. In his place, alternate Greg Kahn will become a voting member. First thing we got to do is consider approval of the minutes from the regular meeting of the Planning and Zoning held March 21st, 2023. Do we have a motion to approve?
I move we approve. Second.
Nope.
Sorry.
You can't. You cannot.
Not yet.
No.
Okay.
I move to approve.
All right. Do we have
I'll second.
We have a second. Motion carries. All right. Visitor comments. Do we have any visitors that would like to comment? All right. I'm opening it at 7:03, and I'm closing it at 7:03. All right. We will now move on to conduct a public hearing to review and consider an application on proposed amendments to the regulations for the Plan Development District 2012-1, PD 2012-1, located at Lot 3R, Block A, the District of Highland Village, address is 2570 Judson Road, Building C. Brent, this is where
I exit
left.
stage left. Assuming I can take this off without
It's good to see
sound
you.
engineer deaf. Okay, guys.
Have a good one.
It's all you.
Let's record show Greg Kahn will now be a voting member.
Okay. Chairman, Commissioners, Autumn Amon, Community Development Coordinator. We received an application to amend the Plan Development Ordinance specific to signage out there at Bowery Park at the district. Okay, it was discovered by city staff that the existing Dr. Pepper sign on the west side of the building was being painted over. At that time, when we discovered that, we had called the property owner and had told them to stop painting until they got the appropriate approvals. Those approvals coming from Planning and Zoning and City Council, since the signage criteria is part of the plan development there. Only way to change anything in there, come forward to P&Z and then City Council. So that is what the property owner is requesting, to be able to finish the signage. They will be painting Bowery Park on it, along with putting surrounding high school logos on it. So in your packet, also attached with the draft ordinance for consideration tonight, you do have the larger version of what the final product will look like, okay? Public hearings are required to amend the PD. So tonight you will have to open and close the public hearing. I did send out notices to all the property owners within 200 foot of that piece of property, which was a total of 3 property owners and then 1 to the management company, okay? From those notices, I haven't received any inquiries, emails, or anything. So with that being said, we do have Tim Denker with us tonight with Cobalt Investments on behalf of the property owners. I would be happy to answer any questions you may have, and I'm sure Mr. Denker will also.
All right.
Okay, that's it.
I don't want to keep anybody very long. I'd like to change the Dr. Pepper to Bowery Park, and there's no real reason other than it's pretty and it more reflects the community than Dr. Pepper, in my opinion.
Is Building C the 2570 that's marked on the plan?
Yeah. Building C is the it's Awesome Times and
Oh, yeah. And it's on the west side of that building, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's just a decorative wall.
Yeah.
But until we started painting, not realizing we needed to do this, had Dr. Pepper on it.
Okay.
Now it has a faded Bowery Park, but it'll be unfaded if you guys approve it and City Council approves it.
More of a question here, but what was the Dr. Pepper? Where did that
No
originate?
idea. We couldn't figure it out.
Does the city know where that came from? I'm just curious.
Well, that was before my time. Originally, when they adopted the PD ordinance, established it for the district for the townhomes only, it came at that time, the ordinance. Where it originated from,
Okay.
that I do not know.
But the Dr. Pepper was approved in the original PD.
That is correct.
Okay.
Yep, the original ordinance
There
is
was
part of that
something-
original ordinance.
If I remember correctly, there was something else out there.
Oh, Brett probably knows.
Yeah. I think there was one other similar type advertisement looking
Yeah.
out there. I could be wrong.
I just thought maybe if you knew the history of it, it'd be,
No, unfortunately. no.
okay.
And this doesn't have anything commercial, doesn't have our logo, doesn't have, it's all just community. If some kid wants to take a picture in front of his high school, go for it.
Is there an artist who designed this? or-
Yeah, we just sent it off to a lady. I
Okay.
don't remember her name.
Okay.
She designed it and she started the painting and we'll finish it if it gets approved.
Okay.
The picture appears that all the school logos are black and white. Are they going to be in color?
No, they're in color and the one that I have here, it's the color of the,
Okay.
yeah, the color of their school.
So why choose all of these surrounding schools instead of doing more of a, I know you said a community thing, but this is, I mean, that's a broad community versus going with the local schools. We have 3 elementary schools, a middle school, and a high school that could very well fit into all of that.
I mean, we don't have any issues with that. This
Okay.
is just us not living here, trying
Gotcha,
to be
okay.
as representative as we can.
Gotcha, okay.
Not that we live far away, we're in Dallas,
It's a TikTok
but
moment for the high school kids and go take their picture and put it on TikTok.
Yeah, no. True.
I think it's interesting.
and we have a couple extra bubbles, so
There you go.
if you have a recommendation that we add a couple schools, we don't have a problem with it.
Do they have to be schools? I mean, I see enough bubbles for each of us.
Now Brent doesn't get one.
No. So
I think it's an interesting art piece.
what happens if it doesn't get approved? Sandblast it off, left as it is currently? Required to put Dr.
Gotta go
Pepper
to
back?
Dr. Pepper.
If not approved by city council, is that
Or-
what you're saying? Or
Us, if it does, right.
if recommended for denial by P and Z, he still has the choice to go forward to city council, okay? If city council approves it, okay, he goes forward with this. If city council denies it, then he'll have to remove it and either leave it blank or put the Dr. Pepper sign
Back.
back up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was curious if it was,
Right.
if we get what we have currently or if it goes back. All right.
So before you walk back, just real quick clarification. As I was reading the language, it was talking about the building of mounted signs. And a lot of the signage that we're dealing with is either straight front, or something that is, I guess, I don't know, do you differentiate between something, a sign that's mounted on the wall and something that's painted on the wall? Because the way in like section 2,
A painting is still under our definition wall signage.
wall signage.
Am I answering that question? Do we understand?
Yeah, I guess I'm just trying to figure out if they're distinguishing between something that is, like I'm just reading exhibit in section 2 of Exhibit E, says all wall building mounted signs are not to exceed 30 inches, mounted signs. And then it says, and then the wall mural sign on, so there's no difference between a painted sign and a mounted sign.
Well, the painted sign here, they are regulating the size of this
Yeah.
within the exhibits.
Okay.
It's all signage.
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
think-
Well, that's what I was just, if
Yeah.
you had a distinction between signage or not.
No,
Okay.
that all falls
'Cause
under the
obviously I'm-
same definition with all of those being
Okay.
a painting and etch, yeah.
Because obviously a mural can be
Right.
the whole side of the building versus a sign would be significantly smaller, so I didn't,
Consider them all in the same batch.
okay,
You.
okay.
Yes.
I was just asking, clarify.
we're amending this to read that all wall building mounted signs are not to exceed 30 inches in height. Yet over on the description of the sign, it says it is not to exceed 10 feet high.
Yeah, it's 100% more than 3 feet tall. The current one is and
Right.
ours.
So are we,
I thought that was the letters, the 30 inches. Was that not the
All
letters?
wall building mounted signs are not to exceed 30 inches in height, except for the wall signs identified on Exhibit E.
okay,
Which
yeah, okay.
I did not want to overwhelm you guys, making a lot of copies again, put it in
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
packets
Yeah.
here.
Oh, I'm good.
We're glad you dumbed it down for me.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks.
Yes. Very much so.
You ready for a motion? Or do you have other questions?
I'm just curious, well, you haven't said anything about
I-
the Bowery Park portion of
I actually like this.
Okay.
I like the colors. I like the artwork. I think it's.
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I never understood the Dr. Pepper sign either, so I agree with
and I
you.
love the fact that the high schools are represented.
Yeah.
See, I've got the issue with the high schools.
Why?
Well, number one, we're not in Lake Dallas. We're not in Denton.
Close enough.
We're not in Flower Mound. So, I mean, getting
Well,
those.
there isn't a
But you
Highland
need,
Village High School.
you
No,
need
but
those.
everybody in Highland Village goes to their zone for Marcus. So I can see Marcus being there. So
But you want those people to come here too for the
Yeah,
businesses.
yeah.
I don't know if I want those people to come here or not.
He wants them.
Yeah.
I don't mean, I like the. Now, I've said this, and Autumn always makes fun of me. We are not the aesthetics police.
Correct.
So my opinion of the artwork has no bearing on this whatsoever.
You just don't like the schools being represented.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I
don't
mean,
know.
it means I don't have an issue with the schools.
Yeah.
With schools, just those.
And all the businesses that were around this were sent the pictures so they know what it's going to look like that you sent to them?
No.
Okay.
Now, just the,
They don't have to
just the
approve.
residents.
Send it to the
Okay.
property owners.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Property owners.
okay,
That's right.
okay. All right.
So, I mean,
They kind of know because it's,
Well, I mean, it's partially started, and you haven't received any pushback on it?
no, I
Okay.
haven't heard a word
Okay.
from anybody.
All right.
Has the city heard from anybody? Okay.
I mean,
Except
I
from
still-
Denver.
Yes, except for me. And again, if we want, trying to build a community atmosphere, if we wanted to throw in all of our local schools here in Highland Village, or the Highlands as we were called last month, then I would be better with that. But again, I'm only one voting member. So there's my 2 cents. We can go for a motion now that I've gotten that out of the way.
Thank you. I make a
Wait,
motion.
nope. I got to open for public comments.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
All right. Open for public comments at 7:15. We're going to close for public comments at 7:15.
Nobody wants to back you up on that. Huh?
All right, now the motion.
I will make a motion that we recommend approval to the City Council.
I will second.
All right, Greg seconds the motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries, well, nay. Motion carries 4 to 1.
1.
All right. On to the next thing. Autumn has got our future stuff. I guess we're done. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
You too. Bye.
You want to read the agenda item number 5?
Yeah, I got to find it here. All righty, we're going to receive status report on various projects for our future meetings. Miss Autumn, will you?
Yes,
Give
I
us the
will.
update.
So our next regular scheduled meeting is July 18th. I do anticipate we will be having a meeting. I have several, well, 3 or 4 applications that I'm reviewing. They're close to being complete. And if that's the case, we might have 2 or 3 of those items on the agenda
For one meeting?
for one meeting.
Okay.
Just kind of knock them out, but I'll let you know. Some of those will be a public hearing also, okay?
Okay.
Other than that, that's it.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure talking with you. All right. Meeting is adjourned at 7:17.
Yeah.